I'm Amy. I'm living in Chrysalis, and I'm live with my new lighting. So I'm testing it out. Wow, it casts quite a shadow, doesn't it? Let's see here. I'm not exactly sure how I can test the lighting while I'm on camera, but I guess I'll just have to take notes and go from there. Oh, anyway, ugh, I don't know what's going on with my hair today. What else is new? It's another bad hair day. Ah! But welcome back to my channel if I haven't said that already. I'm Amy. I'm living in Chrysalis, and here we mostly talk about makeup, sometimes a little bit about life in general, and sometimes the subjects intersect, which is what we're kind of coming into today. So, for those of you who are not aware, Nikkie Tutorials is a long-standing makeup channel. She's a Dutch girl, and she's been on YouTube for, I believe it's 11 years, something like that. I don't actually watch her that much, but I have watched some of her videos. I feel like my face is a little blown out with this new lighting. Sorry, it's distracting me a little. But I'm but the fit has been hitting the shan over the last couple of days, to the point where my sister was actually sending me things about it. Like, yes, I'm working on my video. So, what we have is, of course, Nikkie Tutorials. And as I said, she's been a fixture on YouTube for quite some time. Well, there have been quite a few things that have come out about her recently. One was, I think it was a few months ago or so, when Jeffree Star stated that Nikkie Tutorials received only $50,000 for doing her The Power of Makeup collaboration with Toofaced. Apparently the 50,000 was her total compensation for that, and the sales of that palette were, I believe, over $10 million. Hi, Shades of Cat, how are you? Well, and Nikkie even herself said, well, I signed a bad deal. It's my responsibility. However, Nikkie also alleged that the palette that she was given for approval was a different formula than a great many of the end customers got. Oh, Shades of Cat is great. I'm getting better. My foot still hurts, but it's some days are better than others. Let's say that. Trish the Dish. Well, what's up is Nikkie. We're talking about Toofaced and Nikkie Tutorials today. Am I a drama channel? No. However, when drama intersects with what I consider influencer responsibility, then I gotta talk about it. So the big scandal with Nikkie Tutorials was that Anya, hello. Anya Stamper's here. Excellent. So the big thing that really made me start rethinking my relationship with Toofaced, Sylvia Jackson, hello. Which is rather a one-sided relationship. I buy their stuff and use it, and Trish the Dish. Yes, I haven't quite gotten to that point yet, but I'm still on the Power of Makeup collaboration. So she did the collaboration, and she alleged that the final product that made their way to the consumers was not the formula that she approved. She approved the colors, but she also approved a formula and put her name on it. So then when people were unhappy with the end product, of course, Nikkie heard about it. So not thrilled. Now, I haven't purchased any Too Faced products since I heard about that. I've been kind of sitting back and just keeping an eye out. Another thing that was kind of gross was, a while back, there was a cake at a party with Jared Blandino, his partner, who's also part of the company, but I don't remember the guy's name. And there was a cake that said "Rich Lives Matter." And I know it was meant to tie into their Pretty Rich collection, which were an eyeshadow palette and some highlighters packaged in what looked like jewelry cases. But it was funny because the Pretty Rich collection came out after the first highlighter. That diamond highlighter came out before the Pretty Rich collection. And then with the Pretty Rich collection, they added an eye palette and 2 more colors of the highlighter. Very pretty. And if I were just filming this video, this is where I'd be throwing photos up, but I'm doing this live, so I can't really do that. And that was kind of gross. I kind of took it like, okay, maybe they were just a joke in poor taste. I've done a lot of jokes in poor taste. I mean, Trisha the Dish says it was disrespectful. Yes, that cake was disrespectful. Hi, Kara. How are you? Kara C. Yay! Oh, Adventures of Zinnia is at hot cardio, but she can listen. Thank you, darling. Yeah, and we're going to get into that in a second, Anya. But, okay, so where we're at is, okay, there was that distasteful cake. I took that kind of as a-hole humor, and my brother and I, and kind of our family in general, are kind of big amongst ourselves into a-hole humor. We're a bunch of a-holes. But there's a difference between being an a-hole with your buddies at home and being a public person and face of a company. So I saw that. I kept my eye out. I heard about the Nikkie Tutorials contract. Kara C, well, I haven't met Barry, really. I've just seen him on your channel a couple of times, but he is the king of a-hole humor. Excellent. Oh, we'll have to get him together with my brother. My brother's a huge a-hole. Tatted Hearts, hello. Okay, so then we get into what's been going on the last couple of days. So Nikkie Tutorials put out a video, which I did watch, and oh my goodness. I mean, I knew what it was about before I watched it, because I'm not subscribed to Nikkie Tutorials. Most of the time, she's not really my thing. But, dang it. Tatted Hearts is currently eating a large bowl of chocolate Lucky Charms. Oh, you tease. You tease. I would love a big bowl of chocolate Shacks, because it's gluten-free. But, yeah, it's fantastic. But then it brings me to a dilemma. And the first I actually heard of this. Oh, Kara says, was that not the most heart-wrenching video? I was so proud of her for being so vulnerable. Yeah, it was fantastic. And I feel so, yeah, I think it's amazing that she had such early support. I actually, on Facebook, I follow Amber Biggle. Is it Biggle or Briggle? But she has a transgender son, Max, and she is an activist, and she advocates for him and other transgender people. Oh, and there was this video or this photo, and I swear if I were just filming a video, I'd throw the photo up, but they were at their state capitol in Texas, and I guess doing some sort of petition or protest for trans rights. And there was just a picture of poor little Max just kind of having a meltdown because he's a child. And, mom's kind of crouched down trying to comfort him. And it was, it's kind of like, you won't be needing this anymore. So, I'm delighted that Nikki had such early support. It's wonderful. Okay, Tad at heart, you are such a tease. You use chocolate milk with your chocolate Lucky Charms. Demon woman, you evil temptress. Nah, I can't eat that. I'd get so sick. I'll just have to hold out for the gluten-free stuff. Nothing tastes as good as gluten-free feels. I can't say the same thing about fat. Or, nothing tastes as good as being thin feels. I wouldn't know. I've completely forgotten. But hey, like I should joke about that with Miss Kara here, lost 80 pounds. Yay. I've lost maybe 1.5 pounds. So, oh well. But I'm off topic again. Okay. So, Nikkie Tutorials put out a video discussing how she is transgender, and unfortunately she wasn't able to do that in her own time. In her own time, there was someone, and we don't know who, but someone who was blackmailing her about this. What kind of person does allegations about who it could be, including Jeffree Star? Jeffree Star, no, he has no reason to do that. Anya Stamper has lost 247 pounds? 247 pounds. Okay, Anya, that's more than I weigh. Oh my God, you lost a me. Wow. That's incredible. I'm so thrilled for you. Okay, I'm gonna have to get on the stick here. Oh yes, Anya, did you have surgery? Yeah, we can take a little break from the drama. Yes, Anya, did you have surgery? Let us know. Come on, I need to know now. I have a friend who had the surgery. I don't think I'm high enough BMI to just diet and exercise? Oh, I bought an exercise ball last night, and it's one of those ones with the ring, and it's got some bands with handholds attached. Diet and exercise, Anya, fan-frickin-tastic. Okay, but back to Two-Face. So Nikkie Tutorials did her video, and then what is seen on Twitter? Not by me, because while I have a Twitter, I'm rarely on Twitter. I suck at Twitter, but Jared Blandino's sister, I believe her name is Lisa. I'm not sure if her last name is Blandino or not. She goes by Makeup Princess. And she says something along the lines of trans, huh? What else has she been lying about? Really? Really? The first I heard about this was yesterday when I was listening to Smoky Glow when I was on my way out of town to go to a karaoke night. She spelled makeup wrong. Anya, really? She spelled makeup wrong? Oh, geez. Or is it just that maybe somebody else had it spelled properly, or is she just well, she isn't. Oh, Makeup Princess, thank you. Oh, her Instagram name is Makup Princess, M-A-K-U-P Princess. Trish, yeah, you love Smoky Glow, so do I. Although I haven't met her, which is kind of crazy because we don't actually live all that far apart. But, you know, we're not YouTube friends yet. We'll see, maybe someday. Yeah, so she said that. And I was at karaoke yesterday after having watched Smokey Glow's video or listened to it in the car. And then my sister sends me something. Frida K, who I don't see here yet. And so I just messaged her back real quick, like, yep, I'm already thinking about my video on this. So here I am. So where we're at now is, okay, once again, Too-Faced is in some controversy. Now, since then, apparently Makeup Princess has been fired. Jared Blandino did announce that she's no longer part of the company. He didn't say that he fired her. I suspect that Estee Lauder stepped in and insisted that this occur, whether he did it or whether his partner did. Somebody had to fire her. So somebody did that. What I don't know is whether she's, whether they plan to bring her back when things have died down or not. I don't know. There's been some speculation about it, but Smokey Glow says she's no longer going to be using or promoting Too-Faced. Also, another channel I deeply respect, Alice in the Rabbit Hole, is also done, at least for the time being. She said she's putting all of her Too-Faced items in a box and just setting them aside because just looking at them right now makes her heart sink, which I completely get. Yeah, Trisha did. She can't fire her. He's just the creative director. Yeah, so somebody did it. But she's been popping off for a long time. So this is the first time there appear to be any like real consequences for this. So here's my dilemma. I have, and my thumbnail was all of my Too-Faced products. Now, out of all of those Too-Faced products, there are several things that I can't return. Like I got this from TJ Maxx. Can't return it. TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. Sephora. Like 100 years ago, because I don't even think they make that anymore. And this was like I think this was a 100-point perk. The Too-Faced burning party. No, I don't like to waste things like that. But here's my dilemma. Is thanks to Ulta's fairly generous return policy, I have items that I could return. Kara says that she doesn't have a lot of Too-Faced products. I'll keep what I have, but it'll take a lot for her to purchase more. Same with Kat Von D. Living the dream. Hello. Yeah, it's like my Kat Von D, and I wasn't able to return anything. So what I've got, I use. I just don't promote it. But here's the thing. I can return some items. First of which is this set. And it's the Too-Faced Christmas Star Palette. Now I will admit, it would kind of hurt to return this. Why? For one thing, when you Google the Too-Faced Christmas Star, and it starts showing the where the videos come up in the searches, I'm on the first page for this palette. I've got at least 2 videos up on this that show up on the first page. Yeah, awesome. And I like it. I do. It's it smells nice. Let's see, I think probably my 2 favorite colors in this palette are these 2, the Make-A-Wish and the Cranberry. And how pretty are those? And it's got face products. It's all one thing. It's actually really nice. But I could return it. It came with a mini mascara, whatever. Yeah, it is really pretty, living the dream. And this lip gloss, which I actually really like. It's called Ginger Snap, but it smells like icing. So that's kind of a, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's limited edition. How much more can I use it on my channel? Blah, blah, blah. But that's the first part of my dilemma. The second part, Too Faced Chocolate Gold. I got this for half off from Ulta during one of the 21 Days of Beauty companies. Kara says, if you like it, keep it. The company already has your money. Living the Dream says, did we expect a different behavior from a company called Too Faced? Anya Stamper says, I have a hard time with all these problematic brands because we don't know if the owner of CoverGirl is a good person or the owner of Lancome. I try to keep it just about the makeup. And Kara says no one's taking her chocolate gold. Yeah, and why would I return something I like? Yeah, sometimes sometimes it's like if I like the product itself, but if there's so much ickiness behind it that I just don't feel good. Oh, Trish the Dish says that she has worked at Ulta and will never buy in-store products again. I will go see the product, but I will order online. I've seen products returned and put back on the shelf. Oh my God. Really? I haven't seen that with my Ulta, but yeah, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. Now, I was actually swatching through my collection to see if I could duplicate New Money, and I can't. I don't have anything similar. And Halifax Dala. Ooh, oh my God, look at that like grungy olive gold. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Kara C says, I find it so hard to completely blacklist a brand simply because I've had so few options to choose from, but I can put them on a timeout for sure. Yeah, Kara C's in Canada, so there's issues with that. Trish the Dish says they would ask if it was used and someone said no, they would just trust them. Wow. I mean, I've told them I haven't used certain things, but I haven't because I'm honest that way. But here's where the dilemma lies for me is several people I really respect, of course, are just outright canceling the brand for themselves, at least for the time being. However, since I've had the extra time to keep an eye on things and reflect, all right, Lisa, I don't know if her last name is Blandino or something else, but Lisa was fired. An appropriate response. Finally. So then my dilemma comes as, do I return products from a brand that has actually responded appropriately for once? Because normally when I do that, it's for a situation where I don't think things are being addressed properly. For instance, I returned my Juvia's Place Magic Mini palette when Chi-Chi kept popping off. And I don't think I did a dedicated video on that, but I've mentioned that before. She was just getting really ugly and attacking customers and attacking influencers, especially Jackie Ina, who I don't even like Jackie Ina, but she went places that nobody should go. Yeah, Anya says that she could understand canceling if Jared still owned the brand, but Estee Lauder owns them. They fired her, and he's apologized, so Anya's okay with him. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. Brand owners, especially indie brand owners, need to learn some decorum. Heck yes, Kara C. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's crazy. But to be fair, Lisa's not an owner, but she's notorious for popping off. And the fact that she hasn't been brought into check earlier is an issue, but whatever. She's been fired. That seems to be that seems to be appropriate. Jared said some very nice things about Nikkie. I wish she'd, like give her a check, but Nikkie's doing okay, so. And I know that was in the past. Estee Lauder owns the brand now, while Jared is still the creative director, he doesn't own the company outright anymore. So then, okay, so then I come into, all right, while some people I respect are canceling Too Faced for the interim, I don't think I'm going to. And last night I thought I would, but since Lisa's been fired, I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm probably not going to buy anything new for a while. But even though certainly returning these would give me some store credit to play with at Ulta, I like them. I might not play with them on my channel for a little bit, but I like them. Or maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it just to show support for freaking once a correct response. Besides, I should play with this more. It's so beautiful and I don't use it enough. Yeah, Kara C says it's atrocious that someone dared to threaten to expose something so personal, meaning Nikkie Tutorials transgender. Yeah, I'm so sorry Nikkie's hand was forced as well. It's awful. What I couldn't believe is some people were speculating that it was Lisa. Some people were speculating that it's Jeffree Star. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Shades of Cat says she's bought little to nothing since the Sweet Peach, since they were created. Kara says she feels guilty returning things, but you're going to return the 2 mini Fenty palettes. Really? I was looking at those. I was really attracted to the pink one and then kind of the smoky one. So I guess they're not worth it, huh? I guess I'll have to wait to watch your review. I haven't seen it yet. I don't feel guilty returning anything. Oh, Trisha Dish says Nikkie has the right to keep it to herself. I think it was Lisa too, but just her thoughts. I hope it wasn't Lisa. I don't believe, and Kara doesn't believe it was Jeffree either. And he exudes femininity himself, so it would be very odd. Yeah. I don't see Jeffree Star doing that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm no Jeffree stan. And he can do a lot, but I don't think that's it. But I was actually swatching around my collection today just to see if I could let this go and be satisfied. And I don't think so, because okay, I've got new money, right? And none of my other pinks are the same. They're just not. And then there's money bags, which is just this lovely, lovely green, right? So we've got those two. But let me show you what I got at TJ Maxx a couple days ago, because I'm awful. Kevin Aaaand Jewel Pop. Oh, something else popped up there. Anya has a dog named Jeffree Star and another one named Sephora. So I bought Kevin Aaaand's Jewel Pop. Look at Ruby and Emerald. So I swatched them just to see if they would, see if they would remotely dupe, and nope, but I'm going to show you. This was so pretty. The Kevin Aaaand Emerald, it's got a slight slight teal to it. And the ruby, oof, it's not very ruby-like. It's I would actually call that more of a garnet, but the pretty. This one is, yeah, this one is a face palette, which is great because now I have a proper Kevin Aaaand contour. So very excited about this guy. Okay. Anya. Yeah, Anya's the crazy makeup lady. Definitely. Okay, so I think yeah, I think I'm going to keep my stuff. Which is wild because, okay, for instance, I have returned my Jaclyn Hill Vault palette. I've returned my Juvia's Place palette. I've returned my Wet and Wild stuff. You know, when brands tick me off, as much as possible, I return stuff. And I know I did videos on the Vault and on the Wet and Wild. You know, with Wet and Wild, it was because their rep outright lied about the products being sold in mainland China. And I haven't seen anything approaching a proper apology for that. And I'm not a cruelty-free channel, but what I don't like is that they're taking away the choice from people who choose who choose not to purchase these products. When you lie to people about the conditions, then you busted. No, Jaclyn Hill and Morphe are on Kara's blacklist. I have one Morphe palette left, and I think that's just because I missed the return date. But I do have the info, so I might see about returning it. I don't know. Morphe's shady, but I only have one Morphe palette left, and it's just like a Morphe 9 pan. It's not Jaclyn Hill. I return anything with Jaclyn Hill's name on it. I'm done with her. Unless she becomes a different person. I don't know. Oh, for those who didn't see, check out. Okay, so the Jewel Pop Eye and Face palette, $20 at TJ Maxx. 18, ladies. Yes, I finally have the Moon Dust. I've used it a couple of times. I really like it. But I didn't want to pay full price, so I was just waiting for it to go on sale. Yeah, apologizing admits guilt and opens up liability. Probably trying to avoid lawsuits. Yeah, but there's still a way to go about it without running away. All she would have had to do really is to say that she's investigating, and that's it. I mean, yeah, it could open its way up to lawsuits, but with lawsuits, one thing that the people that anyone suing would have to prove is damages, and damages beyond the price of the product. So for a couple of people, they might be able to prove that they had some medical issue from it. Okay, we've heard of maybe a handful of those folks, but let's see. Trish the Dish has the Jeffree Star and Morphe brushes and setting spray, but you don't wear Morphe. You got your eyeshadow palettes from Jeffree. I don't have any Jeffree Star anything, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get any. I don't know about him. I just haven't decided. Shades of Cat loves her Wet and Wild stuff. Most of them are the older formula that you love. But yeah, you can see no longer buying from a brand, but already spent your money, so why not keep it? Right. And like when I have something that I can't return to the store, then I'll just keep it and use it. But if I can return it to the store, then I do, because I feel like that makes a statement. That, okay, see, I'm giving this back to you. I want my money back, and I will spend it on something else that didn't tick me off. But given, and that's why I was thinking that I might return the toofaced products, and really I can only return, this collection and this guy. These are the only things I could return. But given that Lisa is gone, which is an appropriate response, I don't want to penalize a company for their employees' action when they've taken appropriate steps. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep them for that reason. And I'll keep an eye out. If Sis comes back, then either I'll be able to return those or the time will have passed. Okay. See, this drives me crazy. Sometimes the chat will just go, and then sometimes I have to scroll up, so then you see my fingers waggling here. Waggle, 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 waggle. I'm clearly losing my mind. So what else is poppin'? Oh, so let's see. I'm not a big drama person. I was watching Karina Kaboom earlier, which I almost never watch her because she annoys me. But there was something going on with Norvina. Apparently there's some brand that isn't playing nice, but I got off that to come here, so I don't know much about it. And that's the thing is, this is why I watch the drama channels. I don't care about people's relationships or anything like that. Oh, I've got to wrinkle Aspen into bed. Good night, Kara. Tell Aspen good night for us. But but I do want to know things like this. I do want to know when there is a situation that may affect the way that people want to spend their money, because these are things that I feel as especially as a YouTuber, that I should be examining and discussing, and just kind of thinking of. I mean, is Jared Blandino an a-hole? Probably. Is that enough? Oh, Trisha Dish says, if the sister didn't get fired till now, she still won't buy Too-Faced, a brand. Oh, and they called ABH drag makeup in a bad way. I mean, I know that they called Jeffree Star's stuff clown makeup. Like I said, Jared Blandino is an a-hole. He definitely is. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. A brand called her drag makeup, but Norvina did not say the name of the brand. Okay. So we don't know who that was. I do know that Jared Blandino has called Jeffree Star's makeup clown makeup. Well, and there's a lot of color in Jeffree Star's makeup, so just but that's just like catty, bitchy stuff. It's not professional, but I mean, for me, like if I canceled a brand anytime somebody was an a-hole, I wouldn't have any makeup left. So really, I look more at consumer issues, and also issues that really offend my sense of morality. Okay. Trisha Dish says Jeffree colors with formula is outstanding, and I don't know. I haven't tried any Jeffree Star Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I haven't felt the urge to really. The main one of his palettes where the color story was really kind of up my alley was Alien, but wow, that packaging was something else. I don't know what, but it was something else. Um, but as far as whether I can, for instance, with Kat Von D, it was pretty easy. I'd been I'd been kind of looking into the anti-Semitic um, issue, and I hadn't really found anything very satisfactory one way or the other where I felt it was like okay, where I was satisfied that that was that. But when once you started the anti-vaxxer stuff, I was done. That was pretty easy for me. That was done. Then with Juvia's Place, what really got me was was that she had made attacks on Jackie Aina about her personal life. That was what really disgusted me. Oh, you taking off living the dream? Cheers. Hope to see you soon. And then with Wet and Wild, it was the deception about selling in China, because even though they had the cruelty-free bunny on there, I think that was PETA's, but just because they passed PETA's thing doesn't mean that that people wouldn't feel a certain kind of way about them selling in China, because under Chinese law, they can pull the product off the shelves if they get complaints and test on animals. And some people really object to that. So the fact that they were not honest about the fact that they were selling in China, okay, I'm done. Adventures in Zinnia says you're only collecting ABH this year. You're on a low buy, so she chooses ABH as the go-to. Does that mean you're going to get the Amrezy palette? Oh, your cruelty conscience? Okay. I try to minimize it, but I mean I think probably most of the brands I use don't test on animals, but they're not certified cruelty-free or anything like that, because they are sold in China, and China can do what they want. Oh, you're gonna get that palette on Friday. Okay, I'll be very interested to see what you think of it, Xenia. Yeah. So I don't know. And then let's see who else again. And then with Jacqueline Hill, I returned her Morphe palettes. One, because I kept having trouble with Dark Magic. I absolutely loved the colors, but I was just having a hard time using it. Ventures of Zinnia, she's mad at the ethics of the Blandinos, so she'll only buy Too Faced and TJ Maxx or Marshalls. Almost all of my Too Faced is TJ Maxx. I have two things that are not TJ Maxx. Well, no, more, but a lot of my stuff is TJ Maxx. Oh, I have three things that are TJ Maxx here. I've got the Peach Blur. I've got the Candlelight Glow. And the Chocolate Bonbons. I like them all. But I can't return them anyway because they're from TJ Maxx. So, yeah, it's like and while I could only return these these items, I could return these if I wanted to. But I like them, and more importantly, I return things to make a statement. I mean, unless I just return them because I don't like them, but that's another issue. But, oh, Trish the Dish, your daughter has the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, the big white one. I understand that was a really good palette. It was just the vault that sucked. Arian Glitz, hello. Hey, darling. And I do not have, I never got that big white Jaclyn Hill palette, but that's because most of those shades wouldn't work for me. It's too warm for me. But I had two of the Vault palettes, and I returned both of them after Lipstick Gate, because the fact that she was, how she dealt with that situation with those horribly defective lipsticks, I didn't want her getting that money. And with the return units, some of it should get up. The only thing I got was the Christmas star on sale. It was beautiful. However, disappointed with them over the situation with Nikki. Yeah, that's what I've got. I've got the Christmas star. I love it. I love it. I'm very disappointed with them. But Arian, they fired Lisa. They fired Jared's sister. So that's why I've decided over the course of this to go ahead and, yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I'd heard for years that Too-Faced Christmas releases suck, and this one's good. I like it a lot. I was all sad like last night and this morning, like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to return it to make a statement. That's gonna suck because I like it. But nope. I'm hanging on to it, and here's why. They fired Lisa. And I want to encourage companies doing the right thing. If they hadn't done anything about her, that'd be going back later this week. But the brand, or probably Estee Lauder, responded in a reasonable amount of time and canned her ass. Yes. She's awful. I mean, she needed to go a long time ago, but she's gone now. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Let's see. Arian says, thank God he did, and so did I hear they stink, but it's so bomb. Zinnia is concentrating on dupes this year. Excellent. Hairy fish sandwich lipsticks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that's why I canceled Jaclyn, because of those horrible lipsticks, and more importantly, how she did not deal with it for the longest time. She just ran away. You can't do that. This is your brand. You can't just run away and hide and clap back at customers. You cannot do that. And so, yeah, she's done for me for the time being. Well, for the foreseeable future, I should say. Arian's not mad, especially since they fired her. Exactly. Then that's why I'm hanging on to my stuff and not going to make those returns, because they did fire her. I'd say if she still had her job by the end of this week, I would have returned my things. But nope, she's gone, so I get to hang on to it, which is good because I really like this palette. The design is clever. The little foldy, and you got it on sale. Excellent. I bought this at almost full price. I had a $5 off coupon, but I actually bought it in the fall, so I paid full price. But it's okay. I'm all right. Yeah, Arian, the cranberry shade. Yes, the cranberry shade is definitely my favorite color out of this entire palette. I don't know if you saw them, but I did several videos with this palette. You got yours for $22. Ugh, I paid $39, but it was much earlier too. So the cool thing is I'm on the first page of Google searching for this palette. But yeah, the cranberry. I love the cranberry, and Make a Wish I think goes just so well with it. those two colors together. Ugh, they're so pretty. I know I already swatched these toys. But I mean, Make-A-Wish. I have stuff like Make-A-Wish, but I don't have stuff like Cranberry. Cranberry is so beautiful. Ah, then Deepest Desire, where it's like a very nice plummy brown. Yeah, yeah, I do really like this. It's so good. I'm glad I don't have to return it. I'm glad my friends talked me into keeping it. But no, well, really what it was is that Lisa's fired. The fact that she's gone is all I needed. Oh my goodness. Well, kids, it's been real. It's been fun, but I need the restroom, so I should probably get going. But thank you so much for coming out, hanging out, and supporting my channel. I will be doing some more lives over these next couple of weeks, especially before I get back to work. So do make sure to keep an eye out. I'll also update my community page. But in the meantime, if you haven't already, subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you so much, and I will see you very soon. Bye.